Welcome to College Checklist, your go-to guide of how you can shape your college experience. I'm your host, Shannon Boesch. Let's get into it. Today, I am joined by Dr. Rick Hall, Healthcare Innovation Program Director and Clinical Professor who is involved with HEALab, the Health Entrepreneurship Accelerator Lab at Arizona State University.
Hello, Dr. Hall. Thank you for joining me today.
Glad to be here. Thanks.
To get started, could you tell us what HEALab is?
Sure. So the HEALab is the Health Entrepreneur Accelerator Lab. And the idea is that we can help students, faculty, community members, and even staff members who have health-related ideas and put the solutions into market. So the idea is that we can accelerate their journey in entrepreneurship as long as it's related to health.
Oh, that's really interesting. For those who aren't aware, what does accelerator mean?
Well, accelerate means to speed up, right? And so in a business world or an entrepreneurship world, an accelerator or the entrepreneurship journey can be very lonely, could be very slow.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. In fact, it's looked at as a good thing in entrepreneurship to make mistakes and to learn from those mistakes. But an accelerator helps to reduce the time to get to market for any idea by introducing the individuals or participants to tools that accelerate their go-to-market strategies. For example, we help people with business modeling, how to put a business model together. We introduce them to mentors, and these mentors can help them steer in the right direction, or even teach them things that they've done in the past that have or have not worked, then can, for that reason, maybe help them reduce some of the errors or some of the mistakes that they might make. So that's how it accelerates the process, where in the lonely process of entrepreneurship without other people helping you could take maybe a year or 2 years or 3 years. We hope to help them reduce that by giving them the resources available to accelerate their experience.
Wow, that is an incredible way to support and even encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. That's awesome. And what is your role right now at HEALab?
So I'm the founder of the HEALab. What I recognized was a few years ago, ASU is one of the most innovative schools in the country, as you know, number one by U.S. News and World Report. And part of the reason for that is that ASU encourages entrepreneurship and innovation, and wants students to not just get a degree, but become innovators. Like, while you're here, think of solutions to solving real world problems. And because of that, we have a great entrepreneurship support system around us. And so ASU has this large institution called the Entrepreneurship and the J. Orrin Ensign Entrepreneurship and Innovation Institute, which many of the support people are housed on the Skystone campus, but they really support all the campuses. And so there's incubator and accelerator spaces throughout the ASU ecosystem. But when I started the HEALab, it did not exist at the downtown campus. There were very few spaces to help students with entrepreneurship aspirations on the downtown campus. There's several on the Tempe campus. There's the business college and the engineering college and the design college, all have spaces and labs devoted to this. But the downtown campus is relatively new. I mean, it's about a decade old probably, but there weren't any spaces dedicated to that until the HEALab started. So in 2017, I launched it, and I'm a founder of it, but at the same time, I couldn't do it without the support of others. So the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Institute for the university supports us, and we are part of their system. We're also supported by the College of Health Solutions, the Edson College of Nursing and Health Innovation, and the New College. And we do activities not just in one space, but we do it all over the campuses. So we do activities on the ASU West campus, at the downtown campus, and we'll be doing some activities in the new Wexford building at the Phoenix Biomedical campus starting in January 2021.
Well, that's incredible. So this lab is accessible for all students to join, though it's primarily on the downtown campus?
Yeah, and Originally we thought of it as a space, and now we think of it more as a program or a service. And a lot of our activities are virtual. So we're really agnostic to the space. We started at the downtown campus, but we do serve students on the West Campus, on the downtown campus, also on the Tempe campus, and virtually. We've had startups that are from ASU online students who live out of state. And so, yes, we do a lot of our physical work at the downtown campus, but we also do activities physically at the West Campus, and we also do a lot of activities virtually. But we're agnostic to who the students are as well. You could be a health student or you could be a business student. But if you have a health related idea, we are a good asset for you because we're in the healthcare field. We have subject matter experts and faculty who are healthcare experts, and we have advisory board members and mentors who are healthcare experts. And so regardless of what type of student you are, you're a student or a faculty member that has a health related idea, then we're here to help.
Oh, that's really interesting. And I think that's a great resource for students on campus. And what specific resources does your lab provide? Like what events or what cool get-togethers?
So we put on annual events. Like we have coming up our annual Hacking the Human conference. We do every fall. We have one coming up in a few weeks in 2020, but we also will have one again next year. We do a workshop in the summer, in late spring, early summer, on entrepreneurship and innovation, and we actually train healthcare practitioners like nurses and doctors and pharmacists and dietitians how to start businesses as well. So people out in the community. So we put on workshops, we do conferences, but we also have a pretty active student club, a Health Entrepreneurship and Innovation Club. And those students are made up of bachelor students, master students, doctoral students, and students from all the campuses. And right now they're meeting completely virtually and they're growing. And they put on their own events. And so those events include pitch competitions where students could win prize money. We just had one about a week ago where we gave out a couple $1,000 to 3 student ventures.
Wow, that's incredible. So what would a student's first steps be in getting involved in this lab?
Well, I think there are several entry points, right? So first of all, you can just come to any of our events. We're putting on conferences, we're putting on workshops. We did last year, I forgot to mention, but we did a student internship, and we had students paired with health innovation companies where they could actually work in an innovative startup. But so come to any events. We post them on the website. You can easily Google HEALab, HEAL lab, or HEALab, ASU, and you'll find our webpage. And you can sign up for our mailing list, and you can just get our events and then come to those. That's one way of getting involved. The second way is just to join the club, the student club, the Health Entrepreneurship Innovation Club. And like I said, those events are often during the semester or weekly. And these students currently are meeting virtually completely. But when we can and probably soon, we will start having in-person activities with the clubs as well. And then look for our internship opportunities as well. But we have open pitch competitions as well. So students can just look for those opportunities, show up to those, and just pitch your idea. And again, some of that is supported by the J. Orrin Edson Entrepreneurship and Innovation Institute, but they will host those often in conjunction with the HEALab, the downtown campus.
Sounds like an awesome variety of different ways in which students can get involved. And so my final question for you is, what is one piece of advice or encouragement you would give to those interested in joining?
Well, the E&I motto for ASU is to just start. Those 2 words, just start. Too often people with entrepreneurship aspirations are afraid of looking silly if they have an idea, or afraid of making mistakes, or want to make sure they get their idea perfected before they start anything. And that's not really the way of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur gets an idea and just starts. You just got to start. And so there's a lot of ways of doing that. One way is to get involved in what we're doing, get involved with one of the other colleges and what they're doing, go to events, or even start on your own, find a co-founder, talk to subject matter experts at ASU that you have access to, but just start something. You will find out probably that you do need to change your idea a little bit. And pivoting or changing your idea or perfecting it or abandoning it and moving on to another idea is not a bad thing. That's actually how you learn. And so true entrepreneurs aren't afraid of making those mistakes. So I encourage you to start and ask questions, start your idea, tell others about your idea, and see where it goes, because you'll learn a lot through the process of just starting. And hopefully your idea either gains traction or changes, becomes a better idea, or you move on to another one. But the fact that you're starting the process is going to be a learning process in itself. And even if your current idea doesn't work, your next idea might, and you will know more about that process by just starting. So that's my biggest advice, is just start. And if you're not sure how, reach out to us and we'll point you in the right direction.
Thank you so much. I think that is incredible advice. I encourage all who are listening to just start. And if you're intrigued about joining HEALab, please take those steps to just start that process. Thank you so much for joining me today, Dr. Hall.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Once again, this is Shannon Boesch. Thank you for tuning in to College Checklist. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe. Till next time.